All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about something that hits close to home for anyone with a growing web app: performance. And in just the next few minutes, we're going to lay out a clear path to take your Laravel app from kind of sluggish to seriously supercharged. I mean, you know this story, right? You build the app, you launch it, everything is working great. That initial feeling is just awesome. But then the users start rolling in, and you begin to notice things. A little bit of lag here, a page that takes just a second too long to load there. It's the classic sign of success, but it's also a classic headache.
So what is going on? Your code was solid, the logic made sense. So why does getting more popular feel like you're suddenly trying to drive with the emergency brake pulled? That is the exact question we are going to answer right now.
Well, the thing is, frameworks like Laravel are amazing. They let us build these really complex things using elegant tools, like the Eloquent ORM for talking to the database. But here's the catch. As we scale up, the very same tools that make development so fast can sometimes, kind of quietly, hide these performance bottlenecks. It's just a totally normal part of an app's journey.
Okay, to make this super clear, let's zero in on one single everyday action. A new user is pumped to join your site. They fill out the form, they click that big sign up button, and then they wait. So what exactly are they waiting for?
In a standard synchronous setup, every single one of these jobs has to finish, one after the other, before your user gets to see their dashboard. Now, creating the user record, that's fast. But what if your email service hangs for 2 seconds? Or the Slack API takes another second, and maybe the CRM is just having a slow day? All of that time piles up, and your new user is just sitting there, staring at a loading icon, probably wondering if they broke something.
All right, so we've seen the crime scene. Now it's time to pull back the curtain and introduce the usual suspects, the performance villains behind all these slowdowns.
And first up, we have the most infamous villain of them all, the N+1 query problem. This thing is sneaky because it hides in perfectly innocent-looking code. You ask for a list of, say, blog posts. That's one query. Then, inside your loop for each of those posts, you ask for the author's name. Boom, that's another query. So one simple request spirals into 10 or 50 or even hundreds of database trips for just one page. And hey, don't just take my word for it. There's actual research on this. It shows that using a convenient tool like Eloquent compared to a more direct database connection can sometimes generate almost 25% more queries. So that means the very thing that helps us develop faster can, if we're not careful, put the brakes on our app in production. So how do we fight back? Well, our first line of defense has to be at the scene of the crime, the database itself. It is time to tame those queries and get them working for us, not against us. Now, what's so cool about this is how simple the fix is. On the left, you see the problem in action. That loop is just hammering the database with a new query every single time. But on the right, that's the solution: eager loading. Just by adding that one little dash with dash method, we're basically telling Laravel, hey, I'm going to need the posts for all these users anyway, so just go grab them all in one go. Just like that, N+1 queries become just 2. And the impact? Oh, it's huge. The data from performance tests is just crystal clear. We're talking a 75% faster response time. You're going from over a full second of database wait time down to just 300 milliseconds. This one tiny change can make your app feel dramatically faster. Okay, taming the database is a massive win. But what about all those other tasks that are just slow? Like calling out to an external API. For that, we need to pull out another tool from our belt: the magic of queues. Think about it like this. A synchronous process is like standing in a single line at the post office to do 5 different things. An asynchronous process is like getting a ticket at the deli counter. They call your number when it's ready, but you're free to walk around in the meantime. We take all those slow jobs, sending that welcome email, updating the CRM, and we just hand them off to a background worker. For the user, the response feels immediate. And the results here are, well, they're kind of mind-blowing. Check out this data from a real app. By pushing those sign-up tasks into a queue, the response time that the user actually felt improved by 96%. We're going from a painful 4.2-second wait all the way down to a blink and you miss it 180 milliseconds. As far as the user is concerned, it was instant. So, we've fixed our queries, we've deferred our slow jobs. Let's step back and look at the combined effect of these changes. I mean, the data really doesn't lie. So get this, in one real-world e-commerce site, A single product page was making a jaw-dropping 47 database queries every time someone loaded it. After applying these kinds of optimizations, eager loading, proper indexes, that number plummeted all the way down to just 5. Just imagine the sigh of relief from that database server. And performance isn't just about your server, right? It's also about what you're sending to the user's device. This chart shows how a newer API approach like GraphQL can just slash the amount of wasted data. Instead of sending this giant data object where over 60% of it isn't even being used, the app requests only what it needs. That makes everything feel way faster, especially for users on a phone. And this table just wraps it all up perfectly. Look at this. Across the board, these techniques give you absolutely massive wins. We are seeing improvements of 75, 80, even 90%. This stuff isn't about shaving off a few milliseconds. This is about fundamentally transforming your app's speed and its ability to scale. Okay, you've seen the proof, you get the ideas. So let's wrap this all up into your own personal optimization playbook. 3 really high-impact things you can literally start doing today. Here you go, your to-do list. First, put on your detective hat. Use a tool like Laravel Telescope or your logs to hunt down those N+1 queries and squash them. Second, find the slowest actions in your app and just ask yourself, does this really have to happen right this second? If the answer's no, throw it in a queue. And third, pop open your browser's network tab. If you see huge chunks of data being sent, it's time to slim them down. So just remember this. A high-performance app doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you deliberately apply these proven patterns. You now have the playbook to build something that's not just functional, but genuinely fast, resilient, and ready to scale. So the only question left is, what's the first bottleneck you're going to go eliminate?